morning, everybody. Welcome back to Todd Family Farm. Today is Friday, I think. It's been a long week. It's been a very busy week. We've gotten a lot done. We got started with field work on Monday. We've been staying very busy ever since. If you watched the last video, yesterday we got the 91 switched over to the field cultivator, and we got that running in the 100-acre field. So we're going to be getting started back in that nice and early this morning. Keep that running all day. Hopefully get a lot of ground covered. And then Dad is going to be getting the planter hooked up to the 81, getting that calibrated, making sure that's set right. And honestly, there's a fairly good chance that we will put some seed in the ground by the end of the day. We have some longer season corn that we want to plant this year, so we might plant that today. We'll just have to kind of see how that goes. And then after I get this 100-acre field finished with the 91, Emma's going to get started with the 84 and the Phoenix harrow and go get that taken over the 100-acre field, and then that ground will be ready to plant. So yes, we got quite a bit going on lately on the farm and staying busy, which is nice, and everybody's plenty tired at night, but we're getting a lot done. And it's going to be planting season very soon. Farmathon is going to be starting very soon. I plan on doing Farmathon this year. I know everybody's looking forward to it. All of you guys really enjoy Farmathon. I enjoy Farmathon too. It's a bunch of work, but I really do love it. And we will be starting that. It could start as soon as like today or tomorrow. If we start planting today and we plan on continuing that, then probably next week. I really don't know. That is the fun part or challenging part sometimes, because things can be kind of like spur of the moment on the farm sometimes. Like we'll go out on a day not planning on doing a lot, and then we will be planting 100 acres by the end of the day. So you never know how things are going to go. You just kind of have to be prepared for all of it. But yes, Farmathon will be starting as soon as planting starts. So that is kind of the update, and yeah, let's see what we can get done today. Like that, we're rolling. Alrighty, we are done over here, so I'm just gonna go down to that end and start working the field that way, and yeah, getting along good. Worked over here next to the creek, and then after we get all this done, we'll go around and do the turn rows. Alrighty, we're getting along good. Came over to this side of the field and I'm just working, going back and forth. These are pretty long rows, so we are covering some ground. It's just a little bit slow going, but hopefully we'll have the rest of this field done here in a few hours. And if you see Dad over there in the 81, that's our tractor we pulled the planter with. he's got that down in the field, getting it calibrated. So he's working this morning on getting the planter ready to go. And he doesn't have the planter hooked up right now. He's just letting the 81 get calibrated by itself and making sure that everything is set up good in there. Then I'll put the planter on and get that all situated. We are getting closer to being finished. Emma has started in the Phoenix harrow. We got that going now. And we're making progress. It's actually got a pretty nice seed bed just after this, but we're gonna go over it with the Phoenix harrow just a little bit to smooth it out and just do a final light implement over it so that it is ready for planting.
Howdy, long time no see. Adam here, and we're gonna go check on the girls. So as you know, Abby does a lot of the editing and narrating anymore. But we also have some new viewers, so we're gonna go check the girls, and I'm gonna yap just a little bit here. Hopefully Abby's let you know we're kind of into farmathon here, and we're getting growing. And so every year is different, and this year it's lining up with the forecast and the conditions and all that. Maybe we ought to get going here, so we're kind of jumping into it, and we don't lose our composure to jump into it, but we're really kind of getting into it now. So we're on our way. We do farmathon every year, and spring is quite the event for us. As you can see, it's very windy. You can see the pond down there blowing crazy, and you can see my dust passing me, and here's the girls. So let's see where we're at. We are right down there. That's Emma. She's harrowing. And right there, that is Abby. So Abby's doing the field cultivator. She's going the outside round. She's supposed to be going a little bit slower. And Emma, she's harrowing. She's going quite fast. And they're doing well. I'm hooking up the planter. The planter is pretty difficult to hook up. There's a lot of hydraulics and controls, and then there's the GPS and the steering and stuff. So it's quite the headache. So, and I like to be alone when I do that, because it takes a lot of brain power, all the brain power I have. So I have to be alone so I can concentrate. So there's the girls there, getting closer. They're gonna crisscross right down there. So I'll give you some up closer footage here in a minute. I just wanted to say, welcome anybody that's kind of new. Abby does a lot of it. Abby is, she's going to be 16. So bear with Abby. She does an awful good job for a 15-year-old girl. And I'm very proud of all my children. For those that are new, we have a Meet the Family series. Maybe we ought to update that. Maybe that'll be a summertime activity. We live on a farm in central Iowa. We have 600 acres that we are purchasing, I guess you could say. So technically we own it. And then we rent just a little bit from a good friend of ours. We have a different philosophy in life and on YouTube. We're just a little different. I guess I can get into that. First off, I just say thank you to everybody, our faithful supporters. I mean, I just can think of, we've got, Evan in Australia, and from the West Coast, Kate Beggs help us to make the catfish traps, which we're going to show you here this summer. And then we go all the way to down to Florida in Viper, and such a dear friend. I haven't never met these guys. Our YouTube channel has allowed us to pick up a missionary in India. That's how, see, our YouTube channel is to glorify God. And it's not to make money. If it was to make money, we'd have different thumbnails of the girls in tight pants and low-cut shirts and stuff, and we'd appeal to those types of people, but we don't. We appeal to God. So that's what we're doing. And my dad's pulled up here, so I'll continue that in just a second. That's my mom and dad. So Oh, there they go. I had to talk to them. So, as I was saying, we appeal to God. Not like we are attractive to God, but He's the one that we kind of make our efforts for. And we try to glorify Him with the channel. Sometimes, and it's tempting to kind of do things different, and we know what might hit a larger group of people, but and sometimes you see those people succeeding and milking YouTube for all it's worth, and I get a little irritated and maybe even a little jealous, but you know, we do this channel for the Lord, and we have people that support us. And I think of like Viper and just if I tried to explain or name the people that have helped us and supported us, and the Don and just different people all the way along to encourage us and keep us going, I'd forget names and I'd hurt feelings. So I better not even start naming names, because you know who you are. I trust that you do it for the Lord, and you do it to keep us encouraged, because you want us to have a testimony for the Lord. And I can tell you that it does it, because we got started, somebody started watching us from India, and he contacted us, and it ended up, long story short, he's an indigenous, what I call an indigenous missionary. And Pastor Emmanuel, if you're watching, hi. But he started watching in India through the farm YouTube channel, and if you don't know, I pastor a church, and long story short, we took him on as a missionary. I mean, they've got a ministry over there in India doing great, and I don't want to say too much, because it's not exactly easy for them to do what they're doing. So then, even to show you how God works, long story short, he came and saw us last summer. I mean, he was over here doing on some other stuff, a daughter becoming a doctor, and they were visiting colleges over here, and he, on the way through, he visited us. That's all thanks to this YouTube channel, and that's all glory to God and trying to serve the Lord. And praise God for that. And that's what this YouTube is seeking to do. We just got a mail from somebody in London, or not London, England, the UK, how our channel touched his heart and gave him, he appreciates our lifestyle, knowing that that's out there, and he has he's reconsidering his perspective on God. Well, that's worth more than 1 million views, or 10,000 views every video, or 30,000 views, or 100,000 views every video. You know, that guy his soul's now might have a relationship with God, the creator of his soul. And if we can lead him through Christ to the Lord, that's worth more than any number of views. And that's what our channel does. I have 7 children. I call them children because kids are goats, and if anything, these are little lambs that I'm trying to raise up for the Lord, not baby goats. So these are our children, and 7 of them. They work hard. They enjoy it. We work together. As I've said in the past, I could probably do stuff by myself, different and maybe better. But those girls, they work hard supporting the family and the farm, and they want to see it succeed too. You know what? They are out there doing their part, and they get the seat time. They get to drive the tractors. That's the fun part. They're greasing, they're repairing, they're doing all the hard, laborious stuff. They get to reap the rewards and sit in the tractor a little bit. So, you know, I'm proud of them, and I'm thankful for the lifestyle that we have. And here's my wife, so I'm kind of a busy guy. I better take it. Well, I've rambled long enough. I appreciate everybody that watches. I know that we're grateful for our lifestyle, and we're happy to be able to share it, because there's a lot of people in the world that it's just an absolutely foreign thought to them to think that families have lifestyles that are completely together, and we do this together. And if my family don't see me the majority of the day, it's weird. It's unlike, and I know that's something that we are very grateful for. and it's foreign to a lot of people where the dad has to go out and they're gone for 10 and 12. Even in farming life, in farming situations now, the dad will be off. But we homeschool. They work hard on their schooling through the winter so that they can be out here in the spring, and so that we can do it together. And even a lot of farm families don't have that opportunity and aren't afforded that enjoyment. And then there's a lot of farmers that they're running so hard they don't have time for teenage girls to be around, or a 9-year-old boy, and they're in the way, and they're this and that because it doesn't fit into the style that their farming is. And we keep our farming where we can have people, teenagers and a 9-year-old boy involved. So I'm happy that it's that way. I'm grateful that it's that way, and I'm happy to share it with the world so that out here in the middle of Iowa, there's still a family of, I'm going to say 11 because I want to include my mom and dad, but husband, wife, grandpa, grandma, and 7 children that run a farm absolutely together. And we farm together, we garden together, we play together, we live and function and survive together completely. And my children are learning it from me, and I'm patient with my children, and I'm happy to be able to share that with the world. And it's still happening out here. I wouldn't trade it. I think it's the way it's supposed to be. Family is the foundation of any society, and I'm passing that on, and that's what's important. Not getting stuff done, not making money, but being a good dad and being a good husband. So I'm very grateful for this lifestyle. I don't think I ever take it for granted. I'm very grateful I get to share it with YouTube. I'm very grateful that people watch, and that you can watch, and that we have faithful viewers and people that support us. And yep. So join us for the ride. We're going to get this crop planted.
Alright, I'm nearly done with this field. Got all of the straight rows done, and then I did our outside turn row, and now I'm doing the second turn row. So it's going good, looking good, and then we'll be moving on to a new field pretty soon. Alright, so we need one more outside round done on that field, and Papa came. He just finished eating lunch, so he's taking over for me, and I'm going to come here and eat lunch, and by the time I get done, he'll have moved to a different field, and we'll work on that. Alrighty, I have eaten lunch. I'm going to take Emma some lunch now, take it to her in the tractor. And we got the planter out here. Dad's doing that, getting that ready to go, and I'm pretty sure we're going to try planting some this afternoon. Getting along good. I'm going to take Emma some lunch. You're welcome. How's it going? Alright, love you. Bye. It is now about 3:30. Dad has been spending the day getting the planter all ready to go, and we are going to do some planting. So, getting it folded up here, we're going to head down to the field. We are going to be planting the little 5-acre field and the 12-acre field, and getting everything figured out. Hopefully it goes well and the planter is ready to go. I think if this goes well, we are going to continue planting some. We have some rain coming in on Tuesday, I believe. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, hopefully this will go well. And planting 2024 will be started. Eliza and I, okay, let me give you a rundown of where everybody's at because we got quite a bit going on. I try to keep you guys updated on like everything that's going on the farm, but sometimes there's a lot of different things going on at the same time. So it can get a little bit difficult to keep you guys in the loop on everything. But right now we have Papa over on the grassy knoll field, which is just down the road a little bit. He's in the field cultivator in the 91 going. We have Emma in this field right here. She's in the 84 in the Phoenix Harrow, doing the last pass over that field before it is ready to plant. And then we have Dad and Lemuel in the 81 heading down to the field that we're going to start planting in. And then Eliza and I are going to get the four-wheeler. We're going to take 3 bags of seed with us, which we're going to take down to Dad, which he's going to add into the planter sometime, and get some footage of starting planting. So that's kind of an update on, like, give you guys an idea of everything that's going on right now. And yeah, things are staying busy, but I love this time of year because there's always something to do, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you have any questions, if I haven't explained anything well enough, let me know. Things get very busy and sometimes I don't always explain everything the best. So if you have any questions, be sure to leave them down below and I will do my best to answer those. Also, one more quick thing while we're in here out of the wind. It is very windy today, which makes it a challenge to record and talk and explain stuff outside. So I might not be doing a lot of talking out there, so I apologize for the wind, but I can't really help that. I just got to make the best of it when filming. Okay, we're going to get 3 bags of seed loaded up onto four-wheeler. So we do have all of our corn seed here. We went and got this yesterday. 2 boxes and 50 bags, I think. So got all of that here and ready to go for planting. Alright, we're gonna check the quality the planter's going. So we want to see how deep it's planting the seeds, how far apart, all that stuff. There's another. You can look at that. We got 4 uncovered here. It looks pretty good. So yeah, it's doing great, and I'll tell Dad how it's doing, and honestly it looks good. So we're gonna just stay down here, make sure the planter does good. We'll give Dad those bags of seed, and yeah, planting 2024 has started. Alright, we were unloading seed, but Dad called and said he needs some seed, so we're gonna go down there and get him a couple bags of seed. The planter crossed the culvert beautifully. And while we're down here, I thought I'd give you guys like the finished product here. If you remember, we were putting riprap in here. We put some on that side too, and that's what it looks like. So that should keep this dirt along here protected so that it doesn't erode away if this creek fills up. At this moment, as unlikely as it seems for the creek to be up here, it does happen. It's going to take a lot of rain for that to happen, but it does happen. So we're going to be prepared and have that there and ready.
Alrighty, y'all, I am inside now. We are going to call that a day. We got about 17 acres done, and corn planting for 2024 has officially started. The first full day of planting will be tomorrow, so Farmathon will be officially starting tomorrow as well. Hopefully I'll get that video out tomorrow, and then we'll have daily uploads. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. We got some rain coming in on Tuesday, so we're going to try to get as much ground done as we can before then, so things are going to be pretty busy. And that is going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys tomorrow.